Hi everyone, it's Lorie from Enchanted Dreams 71 and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all happy, healthy, and blessed today. And I want to thank you all for coming over and showing my YouTube channel some support. I would like to ask that if you're not subscribed, if you would please consider doing so. I would really appreciate that. And also like and comment on my videos. Any interaction I can get at all on my videos that I post to YouTube. It actually helps with the algorithm with YouTube, whatever that is. I don't even know what that means, but I've heard other people say it. So there's that. I don't deep dive much into that. But yeah, I do know it will help me any interaction I can get on my channel. And yeah, once YouTube recognizes that, you know, they will actually start promoting my channel. So yeah, I would really appreciate that if you guys don't mind. So today is welcome to my mess. So guys, it is 4 something in the morning. It is a Thursday, March the 13th. When I'm filming, and I want to give a shout out to my baby, my daughter Veronica. Today is her 34th birthday, so happy birthday, sweetheart. She doesn't watch my videos, but yeah, if you guys want to leave her a happy birthday wish, you won't be seeing this on her birthday, it'll be afterwards, but I will certainly make sure that I show her all of your comments and birthday wishes. I know that will warm her heart. But yeah, her name is Veronica, and she is the baby at the ripe old age of 34. How did that happen? I was just thinking about that this morning. So, all right, so let's see. Last night, I went to bed between 8:39-ish, I think. I don't really remember. Could have been a little after 8. But was up at 1:15 a.m. this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. So I started the coffee for me and the hubs. He got up about 2:45. He has to leave around 4 o'clock to go to work. He works 5 to 1, almost an hour away. But yeah, I got him off to work, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go and lay back down. But then I decided to come in here and do a little bit of distressing because I did some printing last night, and I'll show you guys that in a moment. So my mess, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few things, a couple of new digitals I got, including this one. Another thing I've started on for a just in case, I guess. And let's see, today's Thursday, so tomorrow, it involves Rachel at Rock's Creation, so she should have her video up tomorrow. So if she does what she said she was going to do last week, then I've got something ready for that, and I will share that with you guys. If she does something different, then we'll just do that. But anyway, if she does decide to do what she had talked about, then I will be ready in a different way than what she's doing it. But if you don't have the same things, you know. Anyway, I'm rambling. So anyway, I come in here and was distressing some stuff that I had printed last night, and I'm like, you know, Lorie, it's real crafting. Just turn on the video. Sometimes I like crafting along. I like the silence. I'll put on Joyce Meyer or put on gospel music or, you know, something like that and just chill because this is my therapy. But sometimes, like this morning, I was sitting here just distressing these. And anyway, sometimes it just feels weird when I don't have you guys with me, when I'm not crafting with my friends and doing a video. And that's exactly the way it felt this morning. It just felt weird. I'm like, okay, so I need to turn the camera on. So, as you guys may remember, I had shown you this kit right here. And this is Dreaming Ballerinas. And this is from Golden Maid on Etsy. That one's not. That was just in my stash. I do not remember whose those were, where it came from. I just thought it might go with this. So we are still going to make a journal. I know I told you guys we were, and then I haven't done anything, and you're probably like, well, what's up with that? These papers, I had just gotten out these. These are, let's see. I think these are just a lot of, yeah, I can't say that, but anyway. Yeah, anyway, just some script paper that I thought would be good to go in something else that I'm going to show you. And please forgive the sniffles. I'm not sure what's up with that. So that ballerina kit. I wanted some more cards of beautiful ballerinas. This is the same page I just printed it out twice. And this is actually from Shabby Dabby Chic. And it's called Ballerina Girls. And again, it's all, they're the same. I just printed out 2 copies and did one of my coffee dyed on the back. So I have that because, like I said, I did want some more ballerina thingies because we got lots of fun things to make. So I'm going to put that in there with that so I don't lose it. Guys, it took me forever to find this kit this morning. I was like, what did I do with it? And these are the master boards. I think we had made one together. Yeah, but so I have 3 all together. And these are pages from that Dreaming Ballerina. I think this was like the neutral pages that went with it. And I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I'll get out of it, but I'm kind of into a bit neutrals these days. Yeah, again, I'm not sure why. But these are not backed on the back. I just did this on the thing that's vintage paper doilies came in. I don't think that one was vintage, but I think these 2 were. I'm not positive. But yeah, so those were going to make pockets and stuff for our ballerina journal. But this right here is another kit that I had purchased. And this is from Kelly's Crafts by Kelly. And it's called Tattered Photography Vintage Digital. Absolutely beautiful kit. So this is the kit. And these little bitties right here, I actually printed 2 to a page. Because I was like, oh, that would be cute for a couple of little bitty journals. And there's so many pages, you could probably get 3, if not 4 journals out of this one kit. But this is just printed 2 to a page from the PDF. But yeah, I did go ahead and back them. Now, they did give us some backing paper. So we have that, pretty neutral. Let's see. I'll flip it over there. But yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but something just completely drew me to this kit. So now I printed 9 of these because I think there's 15 pages in all, and then the rest of them I printed with the other background. But I don't know, it's great. I don't know, I just love this. It's like grungy and vintage, and see the tattered photographs. And just pay attention to the tattered photographs, because a different Etsy shop, I found some photos that are going to be perfect to use in conjunction with this kit. Isn't that just pretty? Oh, and this is the other backing paper. Just has script, some flowers here, and butterfly there. So that's the other side. But yeah, aren't these pretty? I just fell in love with this kit. So yeah, so I printed these, and I just backed those with my coffee dye. Okay, let's see, I skipped one, so there's that one. I think I skipped it. Who knows if I skipped it. And then, of course, we have the different ephemera. And I may go back. This is a pocket. You may see the inside. I may go back and do my coffee dye on that. But here's some different pockets. This, I think, is like a side tuck, side pocket. And then tags. Absolutely beautiful. And I may have some other neutral tags I think I found that will work with this. That will also work with, turning around, yep, it's Upside Down Thursday, evidently. So yeah, so these are absolutely beautiful. But again, I found like this one doesn't have any pictures on there, but I've got that covered. So again, this is from Kelly's Crafts by Kelly on Etsy. So let me get all this put together, because I'm trying to get better at keeping things together and whose digital it is and all of that, which, you know, a lot of my older digitals, I have no clue whose a lot of them belong to, because I've had them for so long, and that was before I had sense enough to at least try to keep up with whose digitals was whose. Now this one, I'm going to go ahead and write down. This is a kit from Sweet Pea Curiosity, and it's tattered photos or something. But if you just go over there to Sweet Pea Curiosity, you will definitely see it. So I'm going to go ahead, tattered, I'm just going to put tattered photos, because I think that was some combination of the name. And this is a Sweet Pea Curiosities, just so that I have that with that. Again, please forgive the sniffles. Sincerely apologize. Oh, don't put that on there yet, you silly goose. Okay, so these are the, look at how cute. And these I actually printed on that sugar cane paper that I have. So, I figured I would be gluing these onto a sturdier base anyway. And as you guys know, I am trying to use, and I bought so many rims of this, it's like crazy. So I am trying to use it every chance I get. And these are, you know, tattered photos, so I thought they would go very good. Now, isn't that going to go good with this kit? I mean, come on. Come on. Definitely. Just come on. Oops. Okay, let's put that inside. But yeah, these are going to be, and it's a huge kit. I think I printed them all. But yeah, I was printing these right before I went to bed last night. And gosh, I just love these. Oh, look at this cutie pie. Ugh. But yeah, so yeah, I decided to print them on this paper because, you know, and I'm thinking too, you know, all the torn and tattered is once I cut them out. There we go, guys. How about that? What did I just do? Oh, no. Okay. But, look at this. You can distress them even more just by crinkling and wrinkling and then taking your distress ink. You'll see the difference in that, the two photos already, just by doing a little bit of that right there. Of course, some of the spots are already pretty dark, but yeah, you can make them even grungier. You see the difference in those two? Yeah. So you can do that, and then you get that beautiful, more grunge on there. Love how grungy this is. But yeah, absolutely beautiful kit. Oh, look at her eyes. I mean, how gorgeous is her eyes? It's like the window to the soul. I love this side profile here on her. She looks sad, but I don't know. She's cute. But yeah, absolutely beautiful from Sweet Pea Curiosities. So if you're looking to do something tattered and grungy or what have you, there you go. I'm going to get that piece that I crinkled and throw it on top. But yeah, I can't wait to get into that. And we have the really small ones here, guys, that would work perfect in this little journal. Because see, a lot of them's going to be too big, but these small ones will go good, or your Tim Holtz people, or, you know, whatever it is you have, can definitely go with that. So, there's that one. But yeah, I just thought I would show you guys those, because I am excited about that kit. And then I'm going to give you guys a health update, because Monday and Tuesday I did have an appointment both days. Got some information. I went to ENT and then vascular. Good morning. Let's have some coffee before it gets cold. I hate cold coffee. That's so good. This is actually part of this mug. It says Life is Fragile, Handle with Prayer, and it has a butterfly on it. And this was part of my Christmas gift from my ex-mother-in-law, actually. So good. She's a sweetheart. Okay, so in one of Rachel's videos, she now has straw paper bags or something like that. I believe she called them bags. I'm not sure. And she had mentioned in that video that what would be tomorrow, she was going to be doing a project. And she actually showed like 3 or 4 things that she had made using those bags. I think those bags were like, they were open at the top, but I think closed at the bottom. And they were like, you could get them from like a restaurant that they put, I don't know if they put silverware in there, but I know she had said something about napkins or whatever. But anyway, she's got those for sale in her Etsy shop, and a very good price. I think you get like, was it $25 for $10 and something? Of course, the price is good, but we all know the shipping is crazy, but that's not her fault. So I said, okay, well, number one, don't really need anything else right now. So, and that price for shipping, I really didn't want to pay that. And again, I know that is not Rachel's fault. That's just the way it works. I do know she gives the cheapest price on shipping, and I do know that she refunds shipping. Any overages, she will refund. So she is amazing when it comes to that. So I'm like, okay, well, I have, you know, for like 5 years now, purchased my straw paper from her, and I think it's like 120 in a pack. And I honestly don't use that much straw paper, and I don't know why, because it's beautiful paper. So what I did, actually, guys, was took the straw paper, okay, and I just folded it in on top of each other and glued it here and kind of made my own sacks, right? So this is the way that it looks. That one I've already folded. So this is the way it looks. And no, it's not centered because I can't center anything. So I just made some of these because they, to me, appeared to be pretty long sacks that she has. And I wanted to be ready for the project. And even if I did want to go ahead and buy them now, I still would not have gotten them in because I did place another order for something else and I hadn't gotten it yet. I need to see where that little booger's at too. But yeah, so I said, well, just take your straw paper and make your own little things that could be similar to the bags or sacks or whatever it was she had. So you'll be ready for Friday if she does do a project. So the projects that she done, that she may or may not do on Roxy's Weekly Challenge tomorrow, is she like folded it in half and decorated. And on one of them, she actually glued it here, which would then make it like this. And you would open it up here and here, and it's kind of like an accordion pocket. And then she covered it and decorated it really cute. And she also punched holes in the top and either had sari silk or seam binding or something up there, but she tied it together. So yeah, I have these ready, so I'm hoping these will work. Rachel, for tomorrow, if you do something with your bags, I'm sure I'll eventually get some of those bags, but yeah, so I didn't want to fold these yet because I wanted to see. She also, guys, made a little like little booklet thing with it. Of course, you know, that's dumb. But anyway, she made a little booklet with it as well. And you can have a pocket here and a pocket here, right? And then you open it up and you have a little journal inside, was what she did. You could put pockets here, cover this, make it pretty, put pockets, do whatever you want. And then if it was oriented the right way, then you would have your little journal inside. Cute for a nice little gift for an Etsy purchase, if you have an Etsy shop, or for Happy Mail, something like that. So I got these ready. And like I said, you won't see this video until after the end, but if you haven't done that yet, this is an idea if you do not have her sacks and you want to do it and participate. And it doesn't even have to be straw paper. You could honestly use any kind of paper you want. Just fold it and glue it here, and then you pretty much have the sack thing that she has. And then just decorate it and make whatever it is she makes come tomorrow. So I am excited. There's an open bulb pin to get stuck in a finger. Let's close that up. So I'm excited to see actually what she does tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So we'll put that over there. So I've already started distressing these. And again, this is just to make a little mini journal. I'm not sure if it'll be a hardback or a little soft cover, something for a cover. I have no idea. Hadn't thought that far ahead. I just sat here and, you know, tore them with my Tim Holtz tear roller. And, oh, let me show you guys this too. I have a couple more digitals. So, can you guys see this? So, there was 2 PDF files on that ballerina kit with the little ATC journaling cards. And so, it only printed the first one at the bottom. And then the second PDF, I stuck my paper in there and I thought it was going to print here. But it didn't. It printed on top of here. But look at that. It kind of looks like a mirror image. Because you can see her face here. So I'm like, I'm not throwing these out. And this too looks like a mirrored face. See her feet up there. So these would be cool in some kind of mixed media something. So if you're like me and don't have sense enough to put your paper in right, because I do that all the time. I never have sense enough to put my paper in right. And you get double here, don't throw it out. It would be perfect in some type of mixed media project. And the last digital I'll show you real quick before we go ahead and start distressing. And while I'm distressing, I will give you guys a health update. Put the lid back on that. This is from Papery Day Floors on Etsy. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit you. That is the spelling. If you want to go and check them out. But this kit is French Etiquettes, French Blue and Red, signs number 2. So I just thought these were really pretty. So you have the ones that have the French and then just the plain. So just 4 pages, but absolutely beautiful. And it was less than $2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They were having a sale, so you may want to go check them out. In case she's still having that sale. I am looking for this. If she's still having a sale. So those are fun. Alright, so now we're just going to be distressing these pages here. And we will do the health update. So on Monday, I actually went to ENT, ear, nose, and throat, because we were supposed to go ahead and take out the right polyp off my vocal cord and have vocal cord surgery. But he wants to try some medication first. When he looked back in November, he took out the left polyp, and the left polyp has came back. It's nowhere near as big as it was when he did the surgery and took it out, but it has came back in the same spot. So, a lefty polyp is back, but small. And righty polyp has gotten pretty huge, to the point. So, all my health issues began with when I was admitted to the hospital with my potassium at 1.4 back in July of 2023. So, almost 2 years now. And then on that Sunday, my body was depleted of all of my vitamin D and all of my calcium. And those two, in conjunction with my potassium still being low, I think at that time it was like 2.5. My hands cramped up and locked. So they were like a sandwich. This was touching this. If you could just imagine that. It was just completely laid over, locked in place, couldn't get them apart. It's the most horrible pain of my life. And I was in that condition and in that pain for like a day and a half. Because it started that Sunday night, I believe just before midnight on the July 30th. And then Monday, all day Monday. And so on Tuesday when I came to, and the doctor came in to see me and my husband, he had told my husband that he said his exact words were, your wife is a special case. She should not be alive. She should have died yesterday. Said that with my potassium being what it was, in conjunction with my body being depleted of my vitamin D and my calcium, that the way that my hands locked up, cramped up and locked, he said my heart should have did the same thing. And he said if that would have happened, that they would not have been able to restart my heart. Because it would have been, it would seize up. It would fail to beat. And there would be no way that they could get it started back. So he called me a special case more than once, and of course I'm like, no, not special case, miracle. I'm like, get it correctly, guy. But anyway, I don't even know why I got off on that, but that's, for any new people, what started all of my medical issues and the issues that I have with my hands. The main things right now is, you know, the hand pain, especially my right hand. I am in pain right now, but it's one of the better days. I have some really, really bad days where I honestly do nothing but sit and cry all day because it's so bad. And if I'm lucky enough to be able to make it to work and not call out, which, you know, the year, I think actually the 15th will be a year. So Saturday will be a year since I've been back. Although after I first went back, because I was out 10 months straight, went back in March of last year, 2024, I did have to have a surgery to remove part of my colon, which was severely damaged from diverticulitis. And, yeah, it was constant pain with that. So I was back for a couple of months, and then I missed a couple of more months for that surgery. But, yeah, so it's almost a year that I've actually been back to work. But when this pain hand is severe, and I can actually muster up the will, energy, and want to actually go to work instead of staying in the fetal position in bed crying all day. Yeah, I make multiple trips a day to the restroom to hide out and have a good 10-minute cry or so, and come back up and try to finish my day, and then cry all the way home. And, you know, my husband and I have been doing some talking that, you know, if we can't find resolution, something's got to give, because, you know, I shouldn't have to work in that type of pain as often as I have to. And we don't know if they're going to be able to figure it out. So anyway, back to the polyps. So the right one's a lot bigger, and hence is why my voice has changed again. The left one has come back, so he's trying some medication, and I go back in 2 months, May 12th, actually, to be exact, for a follow-up, and we're going to see how the medication did and exactly what we are going to do from there, whether we're going to go ahead and do a surgery and take that little small left polyp out again along with the right polyp and just see how it goes, whether or not, you know, it comes back. There are many factors involved with those polyps being there, and believe it or not, part of it, he said, could be acid reflux, that I did have acid reflux. So he's had me on medication, been taking it once a day. He wants me to start taking it twice a day. You know, so anyway, we'll see. He's going to try that, an inhaled steroid, and then he has me a steroid pack that he wants me to do. And of course, I'm not picking it up till today because insurance companies are stupid sometimes. And as soon as it was sent in, my pharmacy, which is actually in my place of employment, sent me a text saying that there was some issues with the prescription that he sent in, which was the inhaled steroid that he wants me to take 1 puff a day, that the insurance company and the doctor needed to work out, and that they would let me know. So they haven't actually texted me anything back about that one, because I was wanting to pick them both up at the same time. But the other oral, I think it's like 21, so that may be, I don't know how many days worth, but anyway, just by, you know, the pills. So I'm going to go ahead and pick those up today and get started on those and see if that'll jumpstart something, because there is some swelling and all in there too. Excuse me. And then I did look on the app at that prescription that they said needed to be worked out between the doctor and the insurance company. And it said it will be ready Friday the 14th. So it should be ready tomorrow. Hopefully, I've not heard anything else that there's any kind of problem. Just going by what the app said. So hopefully it will be there and ready tomorrow for me to start that 1 puff a day. So that's where we are with the ENT and the polyps on my vocal cords, and, you know, why my voice is the way it is and why it comes and goes, and, you know, whatever. I'm just thankful to have a voice. So if anyone, you know, has any issues with the way my voice sounds, because, you know, you guys may probably don't know what my regular voice is unless you go back and watch, you know, my older videos prior to July of 2023 when everything else happened. You may not realize there is a difference in my voice, but there certainly is. And, you know, if you can't take it, yeah, move on is all I can say, because I don't have time. Just don't have time. But everybody has been amazing. I've never once got a negative comment about my voice. Everyone's always been so supportive. And to be honest with you guys, I have only ever, since I started my YouTube channel, got one negative comment. And honestly, I don't even remember what it was. It was like, it was actually in 2023, because it was while I was in the hospital. It had popped up, and my husband saw it, and he showed it to me, and I read it. He's like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to delete it? And at that time, it was before my hands had locked up, and I'm like, no, give it to me, and I will delete and block them, and that's what I did. So, but yeah, I've only ever gotten the one not so nice comment. I don't know why people just can't be nice. But yeah, so anyway, because I know the way people's voices are, there's people that I watch on YouTube, and I am just, even sometimes to me, to be completely honest with you, it's not the projects that they're making or what they're doing so much as it is just their voice and their personality is very, you know, soothing and nice and heartwarming, and just, I don't know really how to explain it, where you just love the sound of someone's voice and puts a smile on your face. So I do know how much, you know, the way a person's voice sounds contributes to who's willing to watch your videos and not. I get that part. There's just no reason to be nasty, you know. Okay, so on to Tuesday. Alright, so I had went, finally, a year and over 2 months after my carpal tunnel surgery, because in 2023, when all of that happened, and me and my primary had exhausted all avenues trying to figure out the hand pain, he sent me to ortho, and they did the carpal tunnel test on both hands and said that I had, of course, carpal tunnel in both hands, with the right hand being severe, and of course my right hand is my dominant hand. So I had to have carpal tunnel surgery on it, but I elected for the nano. If you didn't know, you wouldn't be able to know where they cut, but it was like laparoscopic, so they just cut right there, went up in here and clipped that was pressing on that nerve, and that was causing these 3 fingers, because that's what carpal tunnel is those 3, to be numb and tingly. And so the surgery did take care of that. However, I continued to have pain, which has since gotten a lot worse. In my whole hand, all 5 fingers, I get these sharp pains that shoot up through my fingers, front and the back. Stabbing pains, very, very sensitive. My hand, it's not too bad right now, but it's very sensitive. My wrist, and then sometimes I get a dull, achy pain up to my elbow, and then sometimes it goes up to my shoulder. So anyway, I went back to ortho and told them what was going on, and they don't believe that it is an orthopedic issue. So they suggested vascular. So I had my first appointment with vascular on Tuesday. And yeah, the doctor, she was amazing. Very informative, really took time with me, did not rush me in any way. Let me tell her, you know, without getting irritated or agitated, because I have been to doctors before that when I try to tell them the whole story start to finish about what happened with my hand and the road that I've had with my hands, which I think is important information if they're trying to figure out how to help me fix my hands and figure out what's wrong with them. They need to know how they cramped up and locked and how long they were locked, because all of that pressure being squeezed like that, I mean, it's done some major damage in my right hand. And I'm no doctor, so I don't know what all was in my hand and what all it could have affected, you know, or anything else. But I just know that I am in daily pain, and sometimes it is. Did I just dress that side? I think I did. It's just almost too much to bear. But anyway, she let me tell my story. She took time with me, wanted to know if I had any questions and all of that stuff. So I'm probably not going to say it right, but my hand still also gets extremely cold, to the fact that it feels like even my bones are frozen. That's how cold my hand gets. And then sometimes when it gets cold like that, this finger especially is the one I have the most trouble with, as far as it being tight when I do that. Because as you can see, that's all I can do. And this one I can go all the way down. Distressing. Anyway, fingers are disgusting. But yeah, so anyway, sometimes when that happens, this finger will go purple. And then when it heats back up, it'll be a little reddish. Never been white though. However, ortho suggested that it may be radons or radons or something like that syndrome. She even wrote it on a sticky note. So that's what I had talked to vascular about. And vascular thinks that that could possibly be it. Of course, it is a disease with no cure. And actually very little treatments for that, according to her. She did say if it ends up being that there were 2 medications out there that have been proven to significantly improve the pain associated with that disease. And they are 2 types of blood pressure medications that could be helpful. So anyway, they are going to have my next appointment on March the 31st. Yeah. And they're going to do a test where they actually look at the blood vessels and blood flow. It's like an ultrasound. So I have like cuff thing, kind of like a blood pressure cuff, some kind of cuff, pressure cuff on my arm. And then they'll do an ultrasound looking at the blood flow. And then she said they would put something cold on my hand and then look at the blood flow. And then they'll heat my hand back up, put something hot on it, and then look at the blood flow. So somehow in that that test, that's how they're going to try to rule out some things and possibly figure out what's going on with my hands. So I am cautiously optimistic, but very hopeful that they we'll have some answers either way. Either way, we'll have answers. We either rule out a vascular issue or we find out what the issue is and go from there. Go from there for a treatment plan. So that's where I am right now. All right, guys. So that is the health update and little share. Thank you for spending time with me while I do nothing but distress this soon-to-be little journal. All right. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.